Welcome to this explainer. Look, today we're strapping in for a highly targeted geographic tour of the 2026 China sports equipment supply chain. Because honestly, you kind of have to forget what you thought you knew about international sourcing. In 2026, it's really no longer just about finding a good factory. It's the whole geographic puzzle. You've got to pick the exact right region for your specific business model. If you don't know the map, well, you just don't know the supply chain. Let's get right into it.
60%. Yeah. China currently accounts for over 60% of the global sports equipment supply. But here's the real kicker. That 60%, it's not just one giant monolithic factory. It is a highly complex, specialized ecosystem. With the 2026 procurement shift leaning heavily into smart integration, IoT, and eco-friendly materials, mastering the exact geographical footprint of these manufacturing clusters is, without a doubt, your absolute key to global sourcing success. Okay, so here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We're going to start by laying out the manufacturing map, then we'll literally travel north to the Shandong hub, head down the coast to the Nantong hub, and then explore the Fujian hub. After that, we'll wrap the whole thing up with strategic buyer adaptation and future procurement trends.
All right, Section 1, the manufacturing map. To actually source effectively today, you absolutely must understand a supplier's geographic routes. Why? Because geography dictates literally everything, from your local logistics all the way to the immediate availability of crucial subcomponents. Up north in Shandong, the entire specialty is heavy commercial gear. Head down the coast to Nantong, and it's all about free weights and boutique equipment. And then way over in Fujian, the focus shifts entirely to smart and athletic gear. These aren't just cities, they're entirely distinct ecosystems.
Let's head up north for Section 2, Shandong, Commercial Heavyweights.
The 2026 Global Sourcing Guide hits the nail on the head here, defining Shandong, and specifically the Dezhou and Ningjin areas, as the absolute powerhouse for heavy commercial strength equipment. When you picture massive steel, heavy-duty frames, the kind of gear built to withstand thousands of daily gym-goers without breaking a sweat, you are thinking of Shandong. This region is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the entire industry. Now, what's really fascinating is that even within Shandong, you've got distinctly different strategic options. Take Ewar Fitness, for example. They've evolved into this design-heavy OEM and ODM powerhouse. Their R&D team is incredibly responsive to CAD tweaks, pumping out ergonomically superior strength machines that honestly rival top-tier Italian designs. But contrast that with Impulse Fitness over in Qingdao. They're a publicly listed company focusing heavily on high-end bulk cardio. If you're a massive distributor who needs absolute, rock-solid long-term stability and comprehensive fatigue tests for commercial machines, Impulse is your go-to.
And the sheer scale in Shandong is just wild. Imagine outfitting the Olympics. Well, that's Taishan Sports. They handle massive government-level tenders, stadium turf, real heavy infrastructure. Then you've got DHD Fitness using this German design, Chinese production hybrid model. It's incredibly cost-efficient, which is just perfect for high-volume wholesalers. And then MBH Fitness rounds out the group by leaning hard into aesthetics and R&D, offering premium, tech-forward gym equipment loaded with large integrated touchscreens.
Moving south down the coast, Section 3, Nantong, Free Weights Capital.
The sourcing guide labels Nantong as the capital of free weights and home fitness. And let me tell you, the vibe of this manufacturing cluster is night and day different from the massive commercial steel operations we just saw up in Shandong. Nantong is agile, it's incredibly fast-paced, and it's highly optimized for modern retail and boutique fitness trends.
Even within Nantong, suppliers are targeting totally different ends of the retail spectrum. OK Pro Fitness is just a dominant force in cast iron dumbbells, kettlebells, and bumper plates. They are hyper-optimized for e-commerce. They know exactly what Amazon FBA packaging requires, and they run high-speed lines specifically built for high-turnover retail. But then look at LivePro. They offer the premium version of functional equipment. Think gorgeous, high-aesthetic urethane dumbbells and color-coded mats perfectly tailored for that high-end boutique studio market.
And this regional flexibility, it's a total game changer. Take JoinFit in Suzhou, for instance. They zero in on the functional and cross-training niche. They offer super low minimum order quantities, and they keep a massive stock of ready-to-ship items. That is an absolute lifeline for startup studios trying to manage their cash flow. And here's the ultimate insider bonus. Because the Nantong cluster is so tightly packed, suppliers are super willing to send goods to a central warehouse. So, with a decent sourcing agent, you can easily combine products from different factories into one single mixed container. So smart.
Continuing our journey further south, Section 4, Fujian, smart and integrated.
Now, historically, Fujian, especially the Xinjiang area, has been known globally for athletic apparel and footwear, right? But the real story for 2026 is how they've evolved. They are aggressively taking their highly advanced manufacturing capabilities and pivoting straight into smart fitness integration and the Internet of Things. Shua Fitness is honestly the poster child for Fujian's technological leap. Operating across both home and commercial sectors, their bread and butter is smart treadmills and high-end integrated home gyms. By tapping into the highly advanced automated robotic production lines that Fujian is famous for, they managed to seamlessly deliver massive scale, perfectly blended with smart tech.
Section 5, Strategic Buyer Adaptation.
So what does this all mean for you? Well, here is your definitive matchmaking playbook. Do not waste your time or money talking to the wrong region. Are you an Amazon seller needing high velocity? Go straight to Nantong. Are you a private label brand wanting custom CAD designs? Head up north to Shandong. Are you a bulk wholesaler moving hundreds of containers? You need DHZ in Shandong or Shuo in Fujian. Institutional buyer outfitting a massive stadium? Go directly to Taishan. The takeaway here is simple. Your business model dictates your geographic coordinates.
Wrapping up with Section 6, Future Procurement Trends.
Look, while these clusters are incredibly efficient, you absolutely must manage your lead times. In 2026, standard lead time for a 40-foot high cube container is typically 35 to 50 days from the moment you place the order. But during high-demand periods, especially that crazy pre-January rush, you've got to expect that to extend all the way out to 70 days. Actually, let's make that a golden rule for 2026. Always plan for a buffer month in your supply chain strategy.
Another massive trend to keep on your radar is the aggressive shift away from PVC, which is largely being driven by strict European Union regulations. Compliance is literally forcing innovation across these clusters right now. Suppliers in Nantong and Fujian are leading the charge here, actively rolling out eco-friendly TPU and recycled rubber options. Bottom line, if you're selling into regulated markets, you absolutely must source from the clusters that are actively investing in these new materials.
Which brings us to the ultimate question you need to be asking yourself today. Is your current supply chain geographically optimized for the smart, eco-friendly procurement shift of 2026? Are you accidentally trying to buy premium tech from a heavy steel cluster, or maybe retail free weights from a commercial cardio hub? Understanding this map isn't just some fun industry trivia. It is the competitive advantage that will define your bottom line. Align your strategy with the correct regional cluster and watch your procurement operations transform. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.